I'm from the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright, beaches cool and waves of thunder. Morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild as sea, hands up high and voices free. Down under's where I'll be. Down under's calling, can't you hear?
G'day folks, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Welcome to Hump Day. Those of you that are across the pond, good morning, a very good morning to you. Hump Day for you today. I hope it's a good one. It's going to be it was an interesting one for us, and I hope it's going to be just as interesting for you. I'm going to ask the question, where are we? If you know, well and good. If you don't, well, figure it out. I'll give you some hints as we go along. So to start the show off today, a little bit of info. We've got a couple of ships. The Carnival Encounter is currently in Singapore getting itself revamped. Couple of bits of info that have come. The drinks package, as you all know from the US side of things, the drinks package has changed. We've also had the benefit of the drinks package changing down under as well. The problem is, in the US, the drinks package includes tea and coffee. Down under, it does not. These and other exciting things are making Aussies very upset. Don't know why Carnival have gone down that path. I would hope that somebody would be down there that would give them a bit of a whack around the ears to find out why. So at the end of the day, folks, we need to rally for more of these happy things to come our way. All right, I know there's a few of you in the chat. Nobody's actually come up in the chat, so look forward to catching up with you when you are ready, alert, and awake to do so. Well, there's Joe. G'day, buddy. How you doing? Howdy doody. That's what I call my son. Doody. That's my son's nickname. Okay, so welcome aboard, Joe. Hope you're feeling way better than you did yesterday or the day before. Hopefully everything's going in the right direction. All right, so as I say, we're busy losing a couple of ships here or there. G'day, Jonesy. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you on board. Sup? We're losing a couple of ships, so the the Adventure is going to be finishing off a season here, and then it'll be heading its way to dry dock, and then from dry dock, I believe it's headed US bound to do some cruising around the US, and then it's going to come back down seasonally. So we will have two ships based down under permanently, 24/7. That being the Encounter and the Splendor, I believe. And both the Encounter and the Adventure are becoming more carnivalized, shall we say, which is great, interesting, but great. Also, we're getting the Luminosa, and the Adventures will be the seasonal ships, as the Luminosa is at this point in time. So right now, during our season, we have 4 Carnival ships. Out of season, we'll have 2. So there we go. Awesome. All right, so couple of other things going on. Where are we today? Joe, you might know this place. It is in your neck of the woods, kinda. But that's just my hint for the moment. If you're wouldn't mind doing us a favour, folks, and if you're alive and well and watching this on the replay, or you're watching this live, I would be very grateful if you wouldn't mind playing out our playlists. We do want to get the numbers up, not only the membership, as in the subscriptions, but we also want to get the watch hours up. And if we can get the watch hours up, we can then get to the point where we are self-sufficient. Jonesy is saying that they had the Coral Princess in port today in Burnie. That's awesome, because we had a couple of ships in this week in Melbourne. Let me just bring up the list. So on today's the 4th. Yesterday we had the Silver Dawn in. On Monday we had the Norwegian Spirit. And we also had the Discovery Princess. That was in on Monday. That came in at 7 a.m. and left at 11 p.m. We also had the Norwegian Spirit in at 8 a.m. and that left at 1700 or 5 o'clock. Silver Dawn was in yesterday at 8 a.m. and left at 1600 hours at 6 o'clock. Tomorrow we've got the Coral Princess. So it's doing the overnighter from U.C.s. And that'll be in at 7 a.m. and leave at 7 p.m. Norwegian Spirit's in on Sunday. That'll be in at 8:30 and out at 18:30. And then we've got the Amera. I'm not sure which company that is. But the Amera will be in at 8 a.m. and out at 1800. And then we've got on Friday, that's next week, so that's enough for this week. Let's have a look at what's going on in Sydney. In Sydney, today they had the MSC Magnifica. That was at the Athol Bay Anchorage, and they also had Queen Mary 2 at the Overseas Passenger Terminal. So tomorrow Queen Mary is going to Athol Bay Anchorage, and the Norwegian Spirit will go into White Bay, and the Carnival Splendor will take on the passenger terminal. And then on Friday they've got the Zaandam, so Holland America Zaandam. So that's what's going on in Sydney. Let's see what's cooking in Brisbane. So on Tuesday, Brisbane had the Crystal Serenity in there. Tomorrow, they've got the Carnival Luminosa and then the Voyager of the Seas on Friday. And Saturday, they'll have Queen Mary 2. Check out what's going on in Adelaide. Adelaide says that there was nothing in today, but tomorrow they've got the Discovery Princess. And then on Friday, they've got Silver Dawn. So there's some good shipping going on there. Fremantle doesn't have anything until... And that'll be the Coral Princess. That'll be in on Wednesday, the 11th of March. So that's what's cooking around the traps in the ports. All right, so where are we? Have you guys figured out yet where we are? I'll give you a little bit more opportunity to have a look-see. Joe is saying that negative looks familiar, but he needs to zoom in a bit. Go ahead, zoom away, my friend. G'day to Jonesy, and Jonesy is saying we had the Norwegian Spirit on Tuesday. Oh, wow. G'day, Joe. Did you say the Amera? That's exactly what I said. Jonesy is saying they get it on Saturday. So I'm not sure what the Amera is, which cruise line. Maybe we can find out together a little later on. In the short term, where are we? I'm going to give you guys a bit of a tickle. The tickle says this is a major waterfront city and administrative hub on the New South Wales Central Coast. It's located north of Sydney. It has a population, let me see if I can find that out. Let me see. Kimmy, let me see. It has a population at the 2021 census. It has a population of 178,427. That's all I'm going to say. It's all I'm going to say. See if you can get it. Jonesy is saying that, and on Saturday, Norwegian Spirit also, second on Saturday. So 2 ships. Joe is saying the Amir is operated by Phoenix Rising from Germany. Okay. That's cool. I should have a look and see what size ship it is. I don't think it's that big. Joe is saying it sounds like Gosford. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. Could be somewhere else. Jonesy's agreeing it could be Gosford. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. We'll see. I might read a bit more a little later on. The pictures might tell you. Okay, so the good news is, with the help of Helping Hands for Cruising, for those of you that are interested, we have a particular function coming up fairly soon, and I think I'll just put the promo on for that particular function, because that's a fundraiser for HH4C, as you know. So here we go.
Hey creators, this is bigger than views. This is bigger than subscribers. It's a cruise-a-thon. What if your next live stream didn't just entertain? What if it changed someone's life? This spring, Helping Hands for Cruising is launching Dreams in Motion Spring Fling, April 24th, 25th, and 26th. Helping Hands for Cruising is a non-profit organization providing fully funded exclusive cruise experiences for veterans, individuals with disabilities, Gold Star families, first responders, and caregivers. These are the people who serve, who sacrifice, and who show up for everyone else. Now it's our turn to show up for them. We're looking for YouTube creators to donate just an hour to host a live stream during the Spring Fling fundraising event. Rally your community, share the mission, and help send someone deserving on a healing journey at sea. You don't need a massive channel. You just need a willing heart and a community that cares. Because when creators unite, we don't just go live, we create impact. If you're ready to turn your platform into purpose and help move dreams into motion, join us for the Spring Fling. Let's make waves that matter.
Let's make waves that matter. Certainly, we're looking to get as many people on board as possible, so that we can raise a whole heap of funds so that we can get more people on board cruise ships. Joe has to get a photo shoot. Really? For when? For what? Get it done, mate. Get it done. Whatever it is, get it done. Okay, so you guys reckon it's Gosford? It could be Coffs Harbour, you know. Or it could be, well, Mudgee's not exactly ocean bound. It's more inland, but anyway, it could be. There could be a big lake there. Joe is saying that he has a photo shoot and a video shoot to organise, photographing Australia's first Marco Polo G8 in service with Australia-wide coaches. Wow, what kind of vehicle is the Marco Polo? Joe's saying Coffs Harbour is 4 hours north of him in the Central Coast. I know. You're right. It could be. Nightbot is saying, welcome to Fun with the Down Under Cruisers. Please support the channel so that we can support Helping Hands for Cruising. So, we have a number of ships right now. We're heading into March. March will start to see the ships start to head out, going back across the pond, so that so we'll start seeing some repositioners happening fairly soon, March, April, round about there, and then we go into our winter season. By the way, this weekend is the Australian Grand Prix being held down here at Albert Park. So that's going to be awesome. Melbourne has become an absolute nightmare when it comes to the way the traffic is. So there we go. Joe saying, Coach, the G8 is a brand new body that just went on sale late last year. Oh, that's cool. We'd love to see it. It's going to be awesome. But hopefully you'll be able to assist with the Dreams in Motion, or the spring run for the Yanks. And hopefully very soon we may have an answer from ACNC. So we'll see how we go with that. Okay, so I see. Okay, very good. Thank you, Joe. I got the picture. I'm not going to put it up right now. It's a bit complicated. I need somebody else to run the show while I bring those things down. So there we go. G'day, Karen Jones. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much for popping in. Say g'day to Jonesy for me, will you? Joe is saying he'll talk when it gets closer. That's awesome. Jonesy's hijacked Mrs. Jones's phone. Okay, there we go. See, I knew it was you. But thank you. We need the numbers. We definitely need the numbers. All right, so Carnival is playing some funny games with us down under, and there you go. Yes, he's hijacked her phone, says Jonesy. And Joe, I'm fully aware, mate. I'm fully aware. I know Jonesy's tricks. He taught me everything I need to know. But then he also knows a lot of other things too that I don't. Anyway, so yeah, Carnival are playing a few tricks with us, unfortunately. That being having the grand almighty drinks package, which includes everything you can possibly think of, except for coffee and tea. Jonesy is saying, wow, it's a red moon again. Oh, yeah? What's going on? He'll take a picture. Okay, you've probably got a lot of dust in the air or something like that. Joe, I don't get the emojis. You'll have to explain it to me. But the emojis mean very little to me. I'm not good at emoji interpretation. Yeah, so it includes everything except for tea and coffee, unfortunately. So if you're the sort of person that would the drinks package would appeal to, you might have the odd drink here or there and the odd soft drink here or there, but you also want your tea and coffee included in the package. Well, guess what? You're out of luck. But the package does include things like Wi-Fi and some discounts on food items, specialty dining, that sort of stuff. And those that are down under the Encounter, they're replacing Luke's Bar and Grill with Fahrenheit 555. Steaks are yum. Second best steaks I've ever had. The best steaks were on the Princess in the Crown Grill. Those were the best steaks I've ever had. At sea, of course, I'm talking about. Second best were Fahrenheit 555. And unfortunately, NCL's Cagney's is coming a very close third. They're changing the Luke's Burger joint to the top, what do they call it, top 5 or something like that, which is more in line with the US carnival side of things. So the ships are becoming more carnivalized. I kind of think that it makes logical sense. You bought the ship, put the atmosphere in there, and make it part of the brand, which is what you're trying to do. Don't try and do 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 different lookalikes. You know, it doesn't work. There are a lot of people, a lot of Aussies out there that would disagree with me and say that Carnival's intention was to create ships that look the same. The ships that had different looks through them, but it confuses people, because what's the brand? You know, you've got to keep your brand. So, and P&O Australia are out the door, so that's it. You know, you got to do what you got to do. So I'm suggesting, this is just my opinion, I'm suggesting carnivalize every carnival ship, make them all look the same. You know, you walk into a McDonald's, every McDonald's looks the same. They have the same menu. Okay, admittedly, some of them have different country benefits, but on the whole, they all look the same. I would say that the burgers, I was surprised that the American burgers were a bit smaller than the Aussie burgers, but that's because Aussies like big burgers. I don't know. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Anyway, moving right along. I know that we've got Gabby getting ready for her ABC's cruise. That's only in 37 days or something like that. Something crazy. And I know Michael Ann has put out an interview that she did with, or is putting out an interview that she did with Gabby and her family. And that interview is due to air, I think it's tomorrow US time. So that'll be Friday Melbourne time. It's from what I understand, it's going to be quite an amazing video. So guys, have a look, see what you think. Lots of opportunities for some good information. I know that Gabby's going to have an awesome time. They've got an ocean view cabin, so that's going to be great. They can see out the window, have a look at the ocean, see where they are and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be amazing. They've got a fun time booked ahead. Now, we've been to a couple of the ports that Gabby's going to. We've been to Aruba and Bonaire. The sea is Curacao. We've yet to get to that, so we'll wait and see what happens. Also, the Down Under Cruises cruise is trucking along. We've got 8 cabins booked. We're looking to get as many people on board as we possibly can. So the more we get, the merrier. Yay, please come on board. Come check us out. Come have some fun with us. Lots of fun. Okay, Joe, I'm going to do this to you. I promise you won't hate it. I promise you will not hate it. You're Ilana.
You're Shaun.
And together we are the Down Under Cruisers, welcoming you to... What are we doing on New Year's Eve 2026-27?
Funny you should say that. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Oh, you know what? What could be better than party time, New Year's Eve party time, in the middle of the beautiful Pacific Ocean over the Great Barrier Reef.
We're going on a cruise?
We're going on a cruise.
Whoa! Well, let's have a look. There you go, Joe. And Joe said, "You're lucky, I love ya." There you go. Jonesy, I saw those pictures. They are awesome. The problem is trying to bring them up so that everybody can have a look. I'd have to download them before I can actually bring them up to view. And right now in this particular setup, it'll take me a little bit of time. It would have been great if you would have sent them to me before I started the live. Then I could actually bring them up I could make a proper scene. But I'm not as dexterous as you are to be able to get things up in a scene, as you know, with EVMux. I actually love it. I love the program. I think it's great. It's awesome. Okay, so Joe, are you certainly looking forward to that cruise? Because I know I am, and I know Jonesy is. So we're going to have an absolute blast on that cruise, have some fun in the sun. We'll be checking out, we'll be celebrating New Year's Eve on that cruise, but we'll also be having some fun out at the Great Barrier Reef, and of course Brisbane. I mean, really, it's awesome. Jumping on ferries across the river. Really, it's really quite affordable going on public transport there. So I think we're going to have some fun, some good times. And yeah, let's enjoy. Let us enjoy the sun, the fun in the sun. So I've seen them, Jonesy, and I really want to bring them up, but it's going to take my attention away. And I'm not that good at being attentive. All right. What else can we say? We've got the Luminosa. I'm certainly looking forward to the Carnival Luminosa. All right, let me put you guys out of your misery. Let's have a look at some more details. For those of you that took the guess, yes, it is Gosford. Gosford is the principal commercial and administrative hub of the Central Coast. It is, as I said, the population was in 2021, the population was 178,427 people. The local government is managed by the Central Coast Council. And it was, the climate there is roughly it averages between 27 and 28 degrees in the summers, and it has mild winters. Its best route is the Pacific Motorway, and some of the things that are there are natural wonders. The city is the gateway to several national parks. There's a water national park, the Booty National Park, and the scenic Summersby Falls. I've only ever been there for training purposes, but there's some exciting stuff going on there. Sports and entertainment. There's wildlife there. There's the reptile park. There's a whole host of things. It is the city of Gosford, and if you do come on down, it's one of the ways that you can actually get through to Sydney. Well, you go past Sydney, but it's one of the ways that you can get through. You can go inland and go to Gosford. And then down to Sydney. It's an awesome trip. Get to see some of the inland parts of the country. All right, Jonesy is saying a couple of pictures from the window in Messenger. I saw those pictures, Jonesy, but like I said before, for me to pick them up would be a bit complicated right now. Jonesy saying we might have to do a joint live on Tuesday to try to pick up your numbers maybe. Yeah, there's a couple of things that will be discussed at the board meeting which might make some changes to my Tuesday schedule. So that'll be absolutely awesome. I'd love to do that. Joe is saying refer to the Pacific Motorway as the M1. Yes, Joe, I know, but most of the other people don't. M1 Pacific Motorway. Yep, I know. Jonesy, that's my old stomping ground. What, Gosford was your old stomping ground? Actually, there was some really good music that came out of Gosford. Some exciting stuff that came out of there. Some really good bands. And if I can remember them, I'll tell you who they were. But I can't. Because that was a really long time ago. Yeah. Anyway. My memory from Gosford was I was doing a training session there. The training we were doing was I had to get reaccredited for a particular first aid course. I was working using a particular company. They are headquartered in Gosford. So we went up there and had a chat there, did a training course there. And while I was there, the trainer gave me a little piece of information that really blew my brains, and that was Gosford normally has 2 ambulances running around during the day, but at night they reduce to 1, which means that if the one is attending to a road accident and you have a cardiac arrest, where's the next ambulance coming from? They could be like 3 hours away. Anyway, Joe is saying another nearby place is the entrance. Yep. Jonesy is saying, yes, he worked at Today's Country 94.1 radio show. Oh, wow. That's in Gosford. Oh, wow. Is that right? So that's the radio station today, right? 94.1. Oh, that's awesome. So what, they play country music or they play rock and roll? That'd be an interesting one to find out. Jonesy, you cut your eye teeth on radio, didn't you? Yeah, it's country music. No way, Jonesy. No way. I can just see that. Joe's sitting there going, no way, Jonesy. All country music, Shaun. Oh, okay. So that's cool. Country rock. That's cool. Okay, so and then wait. So you were doing radio work. Were you were in a band though, weren't you? You played in a band. Well, this is more of a Jonesy checking out show, but under normal circumstances, I would actually check that out with you when we do our joint live. Then I can get your life history and you can get mine. Interesting. Let's go back to cruising. Certainly looking forward to the Carnival Luminosa. Now, one of the guys that is coming on, Jonesy says he also worked at Lake Macquarie. Joe, you're heading out. Don't you like my aftershave? Say good day to Deb and Matt. Because that's where I know where you're going. Okay, so what was I going to say? The Carnival Luminosa, one of the guys that's coming on board, guy by the name of Rafael Viso from Viso's Travel. He did the Carnival Luminosa on last year. He did an Alaskan trip with it. And while he was doing that Alaskan tour on that cruise ship, he then went and hid something somewhere. See you, Joe, says Jonesy. He then went and hid something somewhere, and is when we get on the cruise, he's expecting to go and find whether or not it has been found by somebody else or whether he can pick it up. So I'm wondering what he hid and where he hid it. Hopefully it's one of those that you can't find. All right. So I've done a little bit of a look on the Carnival Luminosa, and Ilana and I were thinking first night possibly we might do the Fahrenheit 555, the steak restaurant. see how that goes. Because as you guys know, I've now started the carnivore diet. I'm busy drinking H2O of the water variety. I'm eating lots of meat, and obviously Fahrenheit 555 is the steak restaurant. So that's what I'm going to be doing, is eating plenty of that. We'll try out some of the other restaurants and so forth and see how we go with those. We've got a couple of things planned before taking some sightseeing tours. We want to try and do some meetups, or do a meetup in Brizzy, try and catch up with the likes of Robin and Ali if they're around, and also Matt and Deb if they're around. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. If they're not on a cruise. I've got a funny feeling Matt and Deb are doing a New Year's Eve cruise out of Sydney. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, Jonesy is saying, are you getting any cramps doing carnival? No, because I actually cut off the cramps before I get them. Like I can feel when it's coming on, so I work to get it off. So it's not actually that bad. But also I'm drinking lots of water. You're getting cramps, are you? All my cramps are in my legs, nowhere else. So that's a good thing. It's just the muscle working away. Muscles working away. But I've found that with my diet, my weight dropped and now I've plateaued again. So something's got to change for me to drop it, and I'm not sure what. But I'll see. I will see. I'm going to look through some of the carnivore diet recipes and we'll see how we go with that. Other than that, not really sure what's going on. Jonesy is saying in the ribs and the hands. Yeah, no, I don't get any of those issues. It's all in my legs, in my calves. It's my calves that are cramping. But the good news is it's not frequent. If it was frequent, I'd be... And then the cramp goes. So, yeah. But it's not frequent. I don't know. Maybe... I don't know. We'll see. I think it's just slow movement. You know, slowly you got to get things down. And that's where I'm headed. I don't know whether any of my drug changes have made any difference. So that could have been, because I've actually had some drugs change. So that might have added. So now I need to look at how I handle my carnivore diet. Anyway, see how that goes. Jonesy's saying, I think you need a small day off carnivore and you reboot the carnivore process. That's a thought process, but we'll see. I might do that at some other point. Anyway, we'll see. Okay, so Carnival Luminosa, we're certainly looking forward to that ship. I've been looking at it. Unfortunately, it hasn't come down to Melbourne, where I could have gone and looked at it directly. But it's doing mostly the Great Barrier Reef, and then it's also doing the South Pacific as well, and coming back into Brisbane. So it's living in Brisbane and doing its stuff out of Brisbane, which is fine. I can understand that. Yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, folks, I have finished off all my information that I've got. You guys have picked the place. I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to wish you all this side of the pond a very pleasant evening. Those of you on the other side of the pond, have a fantastic day. Please be kind to each other. The world's gone crazy right now, and I think we need time to settle down. So with that in mind, I'm going to wish you all a fantastic day or a fantastic evening, and we'll catch up with you on the weekend. Possibly I might have somebody to interview, which would be really awesome. So Ilana and I will be interviewing. And then we have the board meeting coming up on the weekend. So some exciting stuff going on there. So with that in mind, folks, I'm going to wish you all a very pleasant day, evening, and take care. We'll catch up with you on Friday night Eastern for those across the pond. Saturday Arvo at 2 o'clock for those outside of the pond. And I think we're going to be losing... we're going to be going back an hour fairly soon. The clock's changed soon. Anyway, have a great day and we'll catch up with you later.
Come from the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright, beaches cool and waves of thunder, morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around, meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me,